Position, I'm not going to provide information regarding the potential or actual employment of these lifeboats, now or in the future.
But even though Angus Campbell wouldn't reveal any details, there were soon reports that orange lifeboats were being used to send back asylum seekers.
Pictures have emerged of a lifeboat used to transport asylum seekers back to Indonesia as part of the government's Operation Sovereign Borders. The boats are used when asylum seekers...
The first evidence was these pictures of a lifeboat that washed up on the Indonesian coast in mid-January. Arash and Aziz Sedi had been sent back on that orange lifeboat after their first failed attempt to reach Australia.
Everybody were vomiting, just baby and women crying, screaming, everybody vomiting, sick.
Now, several weeks later, on board the customs ship the Triton, Arash and Aziz Sedi dreaded being forced on an orange lifeboat again.
Several times I asked them, please, please, would you please, could you please ask Australian government, if you want to return us back to Indonesia, please give us to Indonesian Navy or Indonesian police, no problem for us. Please don't send us by that orange boat. We have bad memories, believe us, we have very bad memories.
But those fears were soon realised.
صبح خیلی زود که ما خواب بودیم، بچه‌ها خواب بودن، خیلی وحشیانه بالای سر ما اومدن، ما رو با جبر، با زور حتی نذاشتن وسایل شخصی. ما ایالتون که دور زدیم.
When I saw the orange boat, I understood that all of that will be repeated again. I was just screaming. I kept saying, this boat of yours is not suitable for me to board again. With my hands, I was holding on to the side of the boat that they took us to. I was just screaming, but the only thing they did was to pull me forcefully towards the boat.
They just told me, shut up, just obey. And they fight with me, they punch me, and suddenly pushed me in the ocean.
I only saw that Arash was in the water. When he returned to the boat, it was there that he told me they pushed me into the water themselves.
After that, they took me from the water, they pushed me into the orange boat. After that, I just asked my friends, does anybody has a camera? We have to take movie as evidence.
My bag don't have. Look up the front. 25. My bag for those don't have. Have a look up the front. More up there.
The asylum seekers filmed the next part of their voyage on a mobile phone. On the morning of the 5th of February, the Triton towed the orange lifeboat towards Indonesia.
الان کشتی زن حامله رو رحم نکردن، بچه‌های کوچیکو رحم نکردن، هیچکی اینا رحم نکردن.
Boat was very strange, smelly and very small. As people reaching there, so we felt vomiting.
As they got closer to Indonesia, the Australians cut them loose. Some of the men climbed onto the roof as the Indonesian crew steered them towards Java. Arash Sedi provided a running commentary on the journey.
They put us in this fucking orange boat and send us back to Indonesia. And the Navy was escorting that ship until today. Fuck Australia.
منم بهشون گفتم شما جنایتکارین. اگه بعدا دوباره گفتید 11 سپتامبر چرا تو آمریکا اون کارو کردن بدونی که باعثش همین کاراتونه. Remember 9/11 for United States. All the world should know why. Australian government, Tony Abbott, Scott Morrison, immigration, all of them are their smugglers.
Late on the 5th of February, 9 days after they set off, their bid to reach Australia ended at this fishing village in West Java.
And then I saw the boat land here, and then after I saw, the immigrant people, there was a jump. We have the two couple, that people, they came to the bar and then talked with our friend, and they came to our office. Come on, have the UFO, huh?
UFO?
UFO came to beach. Where?
Indonesian police secured and impounded the orange lifeboat. The asylum seekers were taken into custody and transported to a makeshift detention centre. A few days later, 7:30 found the orange lifeboat at its mooring in Pangandaran. After some negotiation, Indonesian police granted us permission to board.
Well, there's not much room to move in here, and even on a day like today where there's no swell, the boat is rocking around a little bit. It's also boiling hot in here. One of the Navy guys who spent 5 minutes inside described it like a sauna, so it's easy to see why the asylum seekers off this boat found the trip so uncomfortable and, in some words, traumatic, that they don't want to take a boat again.
Now in detention, 4-year-old Ashkan plays with life jacket beacons from the boat which brought him and his family back to Indonesia. Even after 2 failed attempts to reach Australia, Arash Seti says people smugglers are encouraging him and his wife to try again.
They just told me, you can go, we will send you several times, but you cannot get back your money.
So will you try to go again?
Me no, I have 2 times bad experience about this trip. I don't want to make my wife in trouble again. I want her for living together. I don't want to make her die.
Indonesia correspondent George Roberts and producer Mark Solomons with that report, which was edited by Prue Kingsmill, post-production by Leslie Robinson. 7:30 submitted a list of 28 questions to the government and border protection agencies. They declined to provide answers. A spokesman for the Immigration Minister gave 7:30 a short statement. It says there are clear rules to cover the use of force to ensure operations are conducted safely, and the government rejects unsubstantiated allegations of inappropriate conduct. We'll bring you part 2 of our investigation later this week.